A shout out to Columbia River Keepers. I'm going to put a link below to their website. That is one of the riverkeeper organizations I've mentioned before. A lot of rivers have some named after them, or it might be a lake or something along that sort. Anyway, article in the River Keepers. Quite a few good articles in the River Keepers. They've done some good work over here. This one is about the heat and the dams on the Columbia River retaining hot water. Because the water's not moving, doesn't get aerated and have a chance to cool a little bit, it's sitting in those big, let's call them cooling ponds along the Columbia. But the story behind one of the cooling ponds up there, one of the major ones, one of the first large ones on the Columbia, no, not at all. There's bigger dams before it. But the dam below the Hanford's nuclear facility, the nuclear power plants that were located on the Hanford Reservation, that generating station with 2 nuclear reactors running on it, releases all of its heat, most of its heat, into the Columbia River, or the air surrounding it through the cooling towers. But basically, that dam below those generating stations makes that a huge retention pond for the heated wastewater from that nuclear facility. But it's not just nuclear facilities that do that. Anything that's using boiling water or steam to generate electricity is causing these heat problems, these heat extra, these heat add-ons into the environment. It just happens that nuclear is among the pinnacle of the heat exchange processes that we're using out there. So 2,000 pounds steam, what temperature is that? That's a good Google to go look up. Try and find the temperature of 2,000 pounds steam. Or molten salts. All that heat has to go somewhere, has to be exchanged. That is another one of the fatal flaws of nuclear power, is the heat exchange mechanisms to get electricity. If they could change that, that might be interesting, but that's not going to happen. There is always a secondary cooling. You've got to be able to get those materials back down and recycle them and blah, blah. So, river keepers, worth looking up. Find them.